friends, I'm Vanas. I will try to make you understand time. Explanation to understand time. We measure time using clock in three hands to point out time. Such clocks are called analog clocks. And let's dive into the hands in the clocks. So, it is the second hand, the fastest one. And it is even faster than the other two hands. And one full turn around the clock is equal to 60 seconds or 1 minute. Both are equal. Minute hands. In most clocks, it is the largest hand. One full turn of minute hand means 60 minutes or 1 hour. Again, both are same. Our hand is the slowest and smallest moving hand. One full turn around clock of our hands equals 12 hours. If it moves two full turns, it means 1 day, means 24 hours. Now let's practice. Say if the time was 4 o'clock. What is the time? 4 o'clock. So we have 4 the hours. So we have the smallest hand on 4. We understand it. Smallest hand should be on 4. And again, we don't have 0 over here. Oh my God. What do we need to do now? Don't worry. Because the one full turn of representing minutes, seconds and hours will be represented at 12. Which means at 4 o'clock means at 00 of minutes, we will put it at 12. The smallest hand on 4 and the largest hand on 12, like this. Okay. Most clocks today don't have hands. They are called digital clocks. Digital clocks are 24-hour format. Most modern clocks allow you simply read the time of the display. See the diagram given below? It has hours, minutes and seconds and even days. We can easily find out the time using these clocks. And these were the oldest clocks. Some really old types of clocks like hourglass, sundial, gear clock don't have hands either. Now I'm gonna teach you the simple way to learn time. Okay, now we have a clock. A time over here means I will tell you it is the smallest hand is facing on 10 and largest hand which is minute hand is facing on 6. Oh my, what should we do now? I will tell you. We have 6 on the minute hand, right? So to calculate the current time, we have to multiply the minute hand number to 5 like this. 10, 6 into 5. 10, 6 into 5. So 10, 6 into 5. 6 into 5 equals 30, right? Yeah, it is 30. So the time will be 10:30. Not only for this, for any example we can use this method. Like take another example, if 1:45, then we will have 9 at the minute hand, and to easily understand time, we will have to multiply 9 to 5. 9 into 5 like this, 45. And now we can easily say that 19 is also equals to 145. Means 19 is not represented properly. It is not proper actually to say. We will have 145 to be proper. Okay, so we have to check whether the 19 is one to proper method. We got it, right? Yeah. We have two types of time formats again. 12-hour formats and 24 hours format. 12-hour format uses AM and PM to differentiate two halves of a day. Means like two halves, two halves. 24 hours format is followed for official purposes to avoid confusion. A day has 24 hours. In 12-hour format, a day is divided into two parts, antemeridian and postmeridian. Let's go to antemeridian. Antemeridian, a Latin word before midday, is shortened to am. It is used as suffix to refer to time starting from midnight. Example: 12 o'clock at night and 11:59 in afternoon. These are antemeridian, means it can be written as 12 o'clock am and 11:59 am. It can be easily represented now. And let's go to post-meridian now. Post-meridian, a Latin word after midday, is shortened to PM. It is used as suffix to refer to time starting from midday. Example: 12 o'clock in afternoon and 11:59 in night. The opposite from antemeridian, right? So we will have to put a PM at the last of the time to understand it of whether it is after midday or not. Like 12 o'clock PM and 11:59. It's PM. 11:59 PM. Okay. Now, how to convert 12-hour format into 24-hour format? 3 o'clock PM to convert into 24-hour format, we should add 12 hours to time to get the answer for the question like this. The answer, we will have 3 o'clock plus 12 is 15. So 15 o'clock in 24-hour format means 3 o'clock in 12-hour format. Let's do another example. Let's practice now. We have a time. It is 12:45. So at 12 hours, it becomes 24:45. Meaningless, right? So put 0 for starting a new day like this. 0, 0, 45. Okay, now it's starting a new day. So it is 00:45 in 24-hour format. And next, let's go to dates. There are 365 days in a year. So we don't count each day like day 118, day 96. Before understanding about dates, first we need to revise. Okay, first we will revise about months. Months are January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November and December. Okay, now we know the months, we revised it. Let's learn months with days. Months with 31 days. January, March, May, July, August, October and December. Okay, these all are days with 31 days. Now months with 30 days means April, June, September and November. Okay. And what about February? Yes, February just has 28 days. Okay, 28 days every year. Not every year, on non-leap years. I will teach you about that. Let's I will teach you about leap year first. So leap year comes once in every 4 years. In these years, Earth revolves around Sun 366 days. Surprising, right? It revolves actually 365 days, but on this years it revolves 366 days. And one day is added to February as it becomes 29 days. February gets 29 days. If the year is not a leap year, it will be a non-leap year, right? So, in these years, Earth revolves 365 days around the Sun. And now, February gets 28 days in these years. Coming back to the question, day 23 in the year 2020. So, to calculate into date, we will have a simple method like this. A month has 31 days, right? So 31 or 30, both, but here we have 23, means it's before the first month of the year, means it is January of course, so it has 31 days. And now we have 23 as a date, and now we got the month too, it's January, right? The year is 2020, means 2020, so the date will be 23rd January 2020. Okay, now let's practice. Suppose if it is day 32 in year 2020, it comes in February month. So it's 1st February 2020. How? I will tell you. Because 32, actually first month of is January in the year. It has 31 days, right? But here it is mentioned 32 days. So it will be next month first day. Okay, now we got the date, and next month means it is February, and now we got the second month, we will put 2. And the year is 2020. Okay, we know it. So the date will be 1st February 2020. Thank you.